De La Soul sung about how 3 is the magic number, and in Chinese tradition considers 3 a very lucky number. So I expect views of this episode number 3, to just be huge. So that aside, last week, we answered a question from Kevin asking, how would you market love? Interesting answer. Got a bunch of interesting texts and emails. And today we tackle something completely different. It's our first personal question. And I have to say it, there are a lot of personal questions in queue. You guys really want to know about me. I thought you guys are going to want to know all about marketing advice, but apparently not. I'm more interesting than marketing, and I'm okay with that. So here goes. Tim Shapcott left me a question on YouTube asking, and I make air quotes here, you joked about Gary Vee in episode 1, but what is your why? The thing that everything you're doing, culminates to. Gary has the jets. What is Saul working towards? So firstly, who said I was joking? And secondly, I'm going to rephrase this question. So why do I hustle? Why do I work 18 hours a day and then come home and pop in a Shanti DVD and size it up before bed? Like, what is the goal? And here's the answer, and it might surprise you. I do all of this because I want to be obscenely rich. And I don't want to be hustling forever. Okay, so that's like not 100% true. I'll always hustle. But, I've always, considered myself like a bit of a frustrated performance artist who, uses marketing and brands as my canvas. And, I love artists. And, artists are unlike anyone you'll ever meet. They really live by the philosophy of like, why not? And I try to live that way. And that's how I sort of figured out what I want to do 5 years from now. Everyone's talking about what's your 5-year plan. I want to always be surrounded by beautiful things. And I'm speaking about art, not people. Beautiful people are easy. Beautiful art is hard. So the goal I'm working towards is that I want to represent and build brands for amazing artists. I can already take any brand from good to great or from unknown to kind of known. So when I think of how to couple my skill set with my passion for art, and artists, this is where I kind of net out every single time. For some, this may be out of left field because I don't talk about it too much, but I developed a real love for art and artists from my parents. And I started collecting art as soon as I could afford to do so. My collection is actually quite large, but I don't think that I really developed great taste or found out what I really like or really love till a few years ago. So if you're ever to come to my house, the amount of paintings in my basement is greater than what is on my walls. And, like anyone who collects anything, I've got like a crazy wish list of people that I want to own as soon as I can. And of course, by own, I mean their art. I have no interest in owning people. Well, it sounds wonderful, but logistically, I'm sure it's a nightmare. So who do I like and want to own? Well, my list is crazy long, but there are a few in no particular order that I'm like sort of love, except for the first 3. They're kind of in order. The top of my list is Wayne White, Patrick Hughes, and Nick Smith. So Wayne White is like, Jesus, Wayne White. And I love all of his stuff from his word art to his cardboard sculptures. Patrick Hughes, his reverse perspective pieces are indescribable. They're just so amazing. And of course, Nick Smith, he makes mosaic art out of those colored swatches you get in the paint section of Home Depot. There's usually, naked women and stuff, but, I like naked women. I don't have anything from these 3 people yet, but, the goal is to own something one day. I do own a bunch of stuff from paper cut artist Nathan McKee, who I think is just the greatest. I want to own something from Doug Bloodworth, Samantha French, Aaron Nagel, Kelly Mark. I just got this glass piece from Chris Hobe, and I have 3 or 4 pieces from him. I have a couple pieces from Jim Mahfood. I'd love to have a few more. So Tim, now you know what makes me tick. So please refer some business my way so I can become filthy, filthy rich. I can grow my collection, and I'll have the financial security to help and make some amazing artists famous. And if anyone else is watching and they want to buy some art, I know where to get everything. I know where all the cool stuff is. So reach out and I'll help, because I really love that stuff. So that is the answer to question number 3. I've already working on question number 4. It's probably more interesting than this one, and hope you guys come back for that.